While you're busy preparing for your little one, you would have no doubt heard that you need to have your birth plan ready.
And then some people will say, no, don't have one.
Exactly. So many mixed messages. And I think, Nadine, I always learn so much from you, and I love what you have to say when it comes to birth plans. I didn't have one, and I wish I'd met you beforehand, because I think it's very interesting, the choices that we may have.
Yeah, we do. And I don't like the word birth plan either, right? That word plan sets us up for an expectation and potential failure. So I really like the word birth preferences. In She Births, we have birth preferences sheets that people can download according to what they would like and how they'd like their birth to unfold and so on. And that's either in like visual icons or it's in a written word. And we even have like a family-centered C-section birth preferences sheet as well. So people can pick and choose, download what they want and so on. It's going to be an amazing tool because, it's going to be fantastic before as a conversation to have with your partner and your provider, your obstetrician or your midwife, and that's really critical, and it's also going to be really important on the day.
Yes.
So prior to giving birth, you're going to craft the type of birth you would like to have. And preferences has that sort of alluding to, we're going to go with the flow as well, right?
Exactly.
But you set up the principles and you set up the ideal and you talk about, I'd like to have informed consent, spoken to in a respectful way. We're going to utilize active birthing and water, and we're going to use self-hypnosis and all of these things. So you're kind of saying, are you guys cool with all of that? Are we good to go? I'd like to go without an epidural, or I'd like to have a water birth, and if you feel like the water's going to be, that's a great thing to think about. If you think that's going to be like your happy place, you might just want to, for pain relief, you might want to stay in there and actually birth in the water. Now, it's really important to talk about that beforehand, because some obstetricians can catch your baby in the water at Royal Prince Alfred Hospital, for example, but they're not allowed to do that at the Mater Hospital. Right. So we want to know that we're all on the same page, so that when you go in to give birth, you just got that one pager that you're taking with you, and you feel really excited to know that your provider has got your back and you're all going to be supported. And so then on that birthday, it can either get put on the table, you don't have to speak, which is really important. We don't want to speak, you want to breathe, you might not have time. Your partner puts it on the table, or some people are even like sticking it on the front door. And it's there as that communication tool. We don't know who's going to be with us on the day, the majority of us. Even in midwife group practice in a birth centre, you might have met one of the midwives, but you might not have met the one who's supporting you on the day. So communicating it in a simple one-pager allows them to get the mats out because you want active birthing, to run the bath, to lower the bed, to support you with those natural tools. And it says you might want to have an epidural or you might not. You might want to have gas, you might not want to have that offered. We know what's there. It's just basically saying, these are my preferences. Yeah.
I love it. I guess because at the end of the day, you never know how it's going to unfold.
Not at all. And you need those principles, those ways to navigate the path, to have a conversation to get you there.